Hello and welcome to this video in which I will demonstrate the single page application wizard control, sometimes called SPOR. This control allows you to mobilize a Notes application in a couple of minutes. In this video I demonstrate the control that resides in the current version of the extension library, which you can download from OpenIDF. And for this demo I will be using the fake names application that you can download from the address on the screen. I recommend to install a plugin for your web browser to make it more easy to switch the user agent during development. First we need to prepare our NSF. In Domino Designer we set the XSP properties. We select to use a mobile theme for X pages that starts with a prefix, and the default prefix is set to M_. And we select a theme, and instead of the device default or mobile default, I choose the One UI IDX theme, which is used across other IBM products like iNotes and Connections. It is important to be aware that the wizard is designed to run only once, so you need to understand the application well enough in advance. I recommend to define your application routing and data schemes before you drag the wizard to your X page. After you finish the wizard, you get a single page app control on your X page with multiple application pages. Each application page resides in a separate custom control. But what if you're not satisfied with the result or you have made a mistake? Well, of course you can edit the custom controls individually. Depending on the size and the complexity of your mobile application, you could consider to run the wizard one more time. But before you do that, make sure you have removed the single page application control from your X page and delete the custom controls that were created. This to avoid name collisions with custom controls that will be created again by the wizard. And the wizard follows a pattern that is as follows. First you define all the application pages that will reside under the single page application. Then you configure the application page that is set as the main page. For this main page you then configure the application navigator. Then you configure the remaining application pages, and finally you set the initial page to display when the X page is opened. So in this demo for the fake names application we will define the following application pages. Notice that we have 4 different types: application navigator, general, document collections and document viewers. The first step is to configure the next step is to configure the main application page. This page we set later as the initial page. Next we configure the application navigator. This navigator is our menu for the application and resides on the main application page. We will provide 5 links to the 5 application pages of type document collection. The following step is to configure all other application pages. These are 1 general about page, we have 5 document collection pages and 4 document viewer pages. And the process for configuring the document collection and document viewer pages is similar for each type. The first page in step 4 is the about page. After completion we need to set routing to this about page from the main page. This is done in custom control CCMain and can be done via a simple action: move to application page under category mobile. For the configuration of the document collection pages, the process is as follows. We add a heading, we add a back button and select the main page as target. We configure the data source. We will use Domino views as source. Then we configure the data view control that will be used for displaying the data source. The summary column is the column to display as identifier for a document, for example a person's full name, and we set the target page. and this is the corresponding application page set as document viewer. And also we activate infinite scroll. This feature allows us to load new sets of documents while scrolling down the list. For the configuration of the document viewer pages, the process is as followed. We add a heading, we add a back button, and choose the corresponding document collection page as target. In order to perform basic CRUD operations, we add toolbar buttons for close, edit, save, and cancel. We configure the data source. In our case, we will use domino document and select a form, a default action, and a validation option. In the dialog that follows, we select and order the fields that we want to display. And these fields in the dialog, they are abstracted from the selected form. Once again, it shows the importance to prepare your data schemes, especially in case you have crypted or almost identical names for fields. The final step in the wizard is to set the initial page for the single page application. This is the page with the application navigator, in this case page main. When you finish the wizard, you end up with an X page that contains a single page app control. Within this control resides multiple application page controls. Each application page control is stored in a single custom control. So now it's time to save and preview the results of your work. But let me first demonstrate the actions described above. Okay, welcome to this demo. First I will assign the database. I will go into XSP properties. Then I say to choose a mobile team, and I choose the One UI IDX team. Here's my X page, and from there I drag the single page control application control that resides in the mobile category. First we create the application pages. We have one main of type application navigator. We have an about page which just contains some text, and we have document collection pages, people. We have one by organization. This is the view category. We have a group document. We have parameters, and we have something called holidays. Everybody likes to see that. And for these views, we also create document viewer pages. And these will display the documents. So we have them all. We say next. We configure the main application. Here we add a link to the about page. Then for the main we create the application navigator. These are the links that will be displayed. So we have a view called by people, and we drag that to the people document collection target page. and a link to the holidays view. Select next, then we hit the about page that we add here a back button to main, so that's okay. Then for people we say you should go back to also to main. You press the back button and then we are asked, okay, we use a data view to select the data, which view it is. I know it's the last one because it starts with an underscore. Select next. Then we choose the summary column. That's the one that's being displayed as a link, and the target page is person, and we by default choose to enable infinite scroll. The next view should also go to main. We press back. This is the view that is the person by category, although it displays the organization. The target page is also person, and here for the summary column we select name, but this is a categorized view, so later we have to add the category column. For group we go to the view called group, summary column, yeah, target page, we go to group, next, parameters, back to main. What is the view parameters? That is something like the configuration parameters, here it is. Semicolon parameter, and it should go to parameter. Holidays, when you click back we want to go to the main. The view for holidays, that is something, server holidays, holiday view, summary column, we have a holiday, and we want to jump to the holiday target page. Next, so now we're going to configure the application page of type document viewer. When you press the back button, we want to jump back to the people view, and here we set to add the edit and save documents or delete for some basic CRUD operations, and put them on the bottom of the page. Next, the form will be form person, and we select some fields that we want to display, for example the mail address and the department, and if you highlight one you can change the order. Next, group, when you press the back button you should go to target page groups. Next, select the form group. Next, these are the views available, type, members. Parameter, we should go back to the view with parameters. Next, select the form, that is something with server, server parameter. Next, of the fields, name, body info, type. And at last we have the holiday document viewer. Select the form, server, holiday, there it is. Next. I'm not really sure what all these names are, but now we can press finish, and what will happen, we've set to create the custom controls for each application page, so these ones are being generated now, and they will be added on the X page. Here are all the custom controls. We had to do two things. First, in CC main, we need to drag to the CC about page. So here we add a simple action, category mobile, move that to application page, to the about, and add some effect, slide, OK, save, yep. And for the view by organization, we have selected a summary column, but this view is categorized with the category column, so we need to add a category column. So do that, and I know by head that this column is called $19. So we save this, yes. So now we're ready to preview our X page and run it in the browser. Preview. And you will see that although I have selected a theme, it will not be displayed properly. So there's no styling applied. That's because I have to change my user agent. Look at that, really nice. Again, go to the about page, add some text there. You have a view of people, all the names. You can scroll, that was the infinite scroll you saw. Open the document, edit it, save it, and the view is being updated. For the category view, this is the category, so here it's collapsed, it's expanded. In this database there's only one organization defined, and it goes the same for all the other ones. Most important day, we save it, and the text is being updated. So that's it. Maybe what you're missing is some kind of search functionality or stars width to jump really quickly into a set of documents, because if you have something like 20,000 documents of people, you don't want to do that. Scroll until the end, until sometime you reach people with their last name with www. That's for it. Thanks for watching.